All right, here we go with number 160. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, and 3, 4, and 2, I'm going to count it like count most of it like this is a 3-4 time signature. Feel I can make something like this a little easier. So, I think we've talked about that before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 3, 1, and 3, 1, and 3, 1, and 2, 3, 1, and 3, 1, and 3, 1, and 3, 1, and 2, 3. I guess the whole thing can be counted like it's 3, 4. So try doing it like that. Might make it easier. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 3, and 3, 1, and 3, and 3, 1, and 3, 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Miss the strings. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Accidentally hit the strings too many times. Dang, I was like the last time through. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, number 2, palm mute accent pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 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 4. 120, 1, 2, 3, 4. $160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. $200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So the mode stuff. Switch the channel here. Right. Okay. So we're looking at the Ionian and Lydian so far here. So yeah, the Ionian, basically the major scale. That's where, you know, we get all this interval stuff from. So from that note, we go up a whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step brings us back to the root note, just an octave higher. So what we did is we took the Ionian mode and then we raised the fourth note or the fourth interval up to a sharp 4 and got us that Lydian mode there. So Ionian, Lydian. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this guy, actually like this, and I'm going to put it at the beginning. Now, Ionian is still number 1 because, remember, everything comes from that. Everything comes from that. However, I'm putting it here so that way we can always change just one interval as we go from one mode to the next. So E Lydian is in the key of B major. So that's the 4th mode in the key of B major. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this Ionian mode again. And then we're going to change one interval and make it E mixolydian. So the only thing different between Ionian and mixolydian is a flat 7. So going to flat the 7. This also changes the key once again. So mixolydian is the 5th mode. So E mixolydian, basically we got to think about like, well, if it's E mixolydian, then E is the 5th note in the major key being used here. So you can look at it by like kind of going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, using that shape there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would give us B. Wait a minute, I'm in the wrong spot. That's not B. I'm starting on an F sharp. Shame on me. There. E, D, C sharp, B, A. It's in the key of A. So I'm going to change the key signature here. All right. So now, like going between these, between Ionian and mixolydian. So just that tiny little change makes a difference. All right, so next mode we're going to do, and right now I'm going out of order in how it occurs in your major scale or your major key. Remember, in order that it occurs in the major keys, it goes Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian. But we're going to be setting this up in such a way that you're only changing one interval at a time and hearing the modes change one note at a time. So yeah, we're going to take Mixolydian. We're going to change one more interval. And this time we're going to flat the 3rd. So now we have a flat 3 and a flat 7. And that's going to give us Dorian. So now we have E Dorian. So Dorian is the 2nd mode. So now we're in the key of D key of D major for E Dorian. I'm just going to start going through one after the next. Alright, so after this, we're going to flat another note, or flat another interval. You know, I said it, but I didn't change them. Hang on. There we go. Alright, copy and paste this guy. Now I'm going to flatten the 6th interval. So now we're going to have a flat 6. This is the Aeolian mode, or the minor scale. So then we're going to have E Aeolian, also known as your minor scale or natural minor scale. So a lot of the metal stuff is in this mode. Lots of it. Next, we're going to change another interval. Oops, let's move this to here. There we go. Now we're going to flat the 2nd. And that's going to give us Phrygian. And all these notes here, this is in the key we're currently working on. So all those scale shapes you're learning, that's using this stuff right here. So this is in the key of C, also known as the key of A minor. No sharps, no flats. Something has gone wrong. Oh, I didn't change the key signature up here. That's why. Key of G. E Aeolian is in the key of G. So the E minor and G major are the same in terms of the 7 notes being used. So the key of G major is the same as the key of E minor. Here we go. And then right here, that's a natural symbol. So basically it's letting us know that this F sharp is now just an F natural. So we're in the key of C major, no sharps and no flats, and that is E Phrygian. So E Phrygian in the key of C major. And then the last mode, the 7th one that occurs in your major key, E Locrian, or Locrian is going to be the last one. And in this case, E Locrian, because we're pedaling off of the E string, or the E note. So to get E Locrian, we're now going to flat the 5. And this is in the key of F. E Locrian is in the key of F. And there we go. So something good to do. Just practice running through this. You can use Guitar Pro. Set it to whatever tempo works for you. Just make sure that the metronome and the count-in are turned on. And then, yeah, just kind of think about how each mode sounds as you're going through it. So let's give her a try. Right now it's at the 120. I forgot we're starting with Lydian. I was so used to starting with Ionian, I would play the wrong note. You know what? I'm just going to make it easier on myself and slow it down. Let's go to, I don't know, 90. So Lydian. Ionian. So every time we change modes, we're just changing one interval to get there. Shouldn't be talking and doing this. Alright, let me shut up and pay attention. So yeah, just subtle changes throughout. So basically, going from one mode to the next setup like this is just getting darker and darker and darker. Um, so yeah, just run through it, whatever speed is comfortable for you. Compare different modes. That's always a good thing to do. So like you can go from Ionian to any of the modes, and then you really have a, hear how things are different from one another. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get more and more in detail with this as we go. But any questions, let me know, and I will see you again next week.